Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, my Scorpio friends and friends of Scorpio. This is the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot, and I'm Zachary. Thank you guys for joining me here, and welcome to my table. So this is your reading for December 25th through the 31st. It's going to take you all the way through to the end of the year here. Just to describe a little bit about how my channel works to start, I do pull an oracle card, also an animal spirit, and I tap into your energy prior, so any messages that come through there we'll be discussing first. And then we move into the tarot. So if that's not what you're looking for in a channeled message here, that is absolutely fine. There are many other readers here that just do tarot. But if you did find your way here, I feel that there is something here for you, so I encourage you to stay. And those of you that have been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, then welcome, you guys. I'm happy to have you here. So just to get started, tapping into your energy, what came through was the word desire. And then I kept seeing the image of the Hanged Man in the Lightseers Tarot specifically. As I was shuffling a couple of these decks, I actually had the Hanged Man pop out a couple of times into my awareness. So the Hanged Man talks about changing perspective on something, looking at something from a different angle. Having desire come through there as well made me think, or made me feel, that this message is about you. What was coming through was you must have the desire to see something differently in order to see it differently. We don't typically, I mean, sometimes, but we don't typically get slapped upside the head with a new perspective. You know, there may be situations that happen that are there to help us try to see differently, but we're the ones who, we have to want to be open to something new, to somebody else's perspective, somebody else's opinion, what have you. Otherwise, we can be stuck in our own world. So very much right off the start, right from the start, I'm feeling that there is a message surrounding here needing to change something, okay? And going through the cards here as well, 2 animal cards actually came out for you, and we'll move into that. But change definitely seems to be coming through. So in the Blue Angel Oracle, we got Lapis Excelsis. Lapis Excelsis. So this card talks about surprise, you guys, perspective. Wow. So definitely a message about perspective. There is this encouragement to see and embrace the opposing side of something, or both sides of something actually, that it talks about, in order to move forward, in order to make a change. It says everything in life has its counterpart, and both can only exist together. So if we're living on one side of the fence here, like, what I see is a situation where maybe pain has caused some of you, whoever this message is for, to become a bit one-sided on something, to be closed off to truth coming from other parts of life. And that is starting to, or it has been for a while, is creating this pain in your life. So as perceptions change, reality changes, is what it talks about, and that is true. The way that we view things, our lens, really contributes to the reality that we're experiencing. So the first animal oracle here you guys got, this is the animal spirit deck, you guys got Lizard. And Lizard is a fire. So fire is a fire elemental. So Lizard is instructual, sensitive to the subtle, and a dreamer. So the component that was really standing out about this Lizard to me was that being sensitive to the subtle, okay, paying attention to messages that may be coming in. The Lizard also, the dreamer actually is the component that's coming through with the Lizard as well, like stopping yourself from dreaming, or maybe you've stopped dreaming, whether that is literally at night, dreams are not really coming through anymore, or maybe they never have. I feel like there is a need to see another side on something, because that is preventing you from seeing the whole picture here. So it's like a personal choice here that's being made, and it may not be something you're aware of, you know, but this is why we're illuminating it, okay? So this was, the next animal that came through here is Phoenix. Phoenix is spirit. That's what the alchemical symbol is here. So the book talks about Phoenix being freedom from suffering and past karma, freedom from suffering and past karma, and reincarnation. So starts moving a little bit closer here in this message for you're making it a bit more solid as far as this. There is a need to change something. And this change is moving you away from something that has absolutely been hurting you. There may even be negative karma attached to that situation, but whatever's going on in the message today, we're going to be talking about how to move away from that pain and that karma. For those of you that this applies to, I feel like you're either angry right now or irritated, which is a great sign that there's friction, that this message is hitting home in some way, or you are open to the message, you can relate, you feel that something is resonating with you. Either way, let's investigate it, you know what I'm saying? So transformation of our past was another component that comes through with the Phoenix. Suffering too long, we must change. Okay, so you guys have been suffering too long. It's time to make a change. It's your time, Scorpio. It's your time. It also talks about this change, the rising from the ashes, it starts in the root. Okay, and as the Phoenix rises, it rises up through our navel. It rises up through all of the chakras, up through the crown. It is this awakening of our greater experience. So let's do it. Let's see where we go, Scorpio. All right. So, Spirit, what do we have here for Scorpio for December 25th through the 31st? And you guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you, and thank you for loving me and supporting me as well. If you do find that anything in this message is resonating with you, I would ask that you would please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Those are all fantastic ways to support me and the growth of this channel, and that's absolutely my goal here. So thank you for helping me. I do feel compelled just to say, because there it is again, 10 of Cups and the wheel that's coming through, something to do with the family and a cycle. Okay, karma. We're talking about karma. But yes, I would greatly appreciate that. I have my Cash App and PayPal links in the description as well. If you feel called to tip or donate, I will absolutely accept that. It is not required or mandatory, but I will accept it. And to those who have, thank you guys so much. That's very helpful on my journey here. I do also take personal readings, and that link is going to be a pinned comment in the comment section, also in the description. So 8 of Wands here. You guys are hoping for something to change quickly. You're hoping for some good news surrounding something. And I feel like it's this escape from pain. Those of you that this message applies to, I feel like there's been this pain for a while. And depending on how your experience was with this, I feel like there's what's coming through is a misunderstanding of ownership. For some of you, I feel like it's the whole range here, okay? Some of you may be taking on things that are not yours to take on, and some of you are not taking on your shit. And kind of the whole wide range there, okay? But regardless, you're hoping for that energy to come to an end, for that to stop. I want that for you too, Scorpio. So, Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio? This is also a general read, everybody. So if this does resonate with you, please let that resonate with you. If it doesn't, that's totally fine. Don't need to force something that doesn't fit. It is normal for some messages to apply and some not. Just leave what isn't for you for whoever it is for. If this message doesn't apply for you and this is your sun sign, feel free to take a look at your rising moon or Venus. I find that if my sun sign isn't applying with Gemini, my Virgo rising or moon has a stronger message that's meant for me to hear. Okay, might be similar for you. And this is my Deviant Moon deck. I just got this Light Seers Tarot on the other side here. So 6 of Wands. I feel like we are, this is for Christmas on up through the holidays here. This is like a homecoming celebration. Success. I feel like it's the homecoming component that's standing out. This is a fear aversion. Having the 10 of Cups kind of come through there as I was shuffling too. There may just be a lot of pain, stress through the holidays here that's difficult to get through. There's an aversion to like fully experiencing possibly the holidays, or just in largesse right now, just experiencing something wholly, like as a whole, not divinity or type holy. Okay, let's move forward here. 10:10 on the timer here, you guys. So, general energy here. Interesting. So you guys got the devil. And then, all right, sorry about that, you guys. Speaking of the holiday times, having a package delivered here. So sorry for the interruption. So devil, and the other card you guys have here is the Six of Cups. So devil is the things that keep us bound to the material realm here. There can be addictions. For some of you, what's coming through is like misuse of power. This could either be you misusing power, or it could be somebody who's misusing power, has misused power against you. Either way, there's this effect of being chained to the physical realm here because of that. Interesting. We'll evaluate that a little bit more. The Six of Cups here. So this is a card of nostalgia. It can be happy memories, someone from the past. I feel like for some of you here, this misuse of power was to somebody in the past. It could be somebody from your past that's, like I said, it can be flopped here. Somebody from the past misusing power against you as well. But it's this effect, same thing like with that wide range of those of you that are like over accepting responsibility on things, and then some of you that may not be accepting responsibility at all. And honestly, probably more in this area, you're not watching my tarot channel anyway. But possibly, I don't know, if you've been led here, please open your heart to this message. It's not a judgment. I am absolutely here to help all of us. And I know what it's like to be human too. So that's what I'm getting here, is this chained effect because of somebody abusing power. Okay, whether this was you, whether it was somebody else, whether it was a mix of both, because rarely are things black and white. A lot of the times there's a contribution from other people, or from each person, multiple people. Any other information here in the general, please, Spirit, for Scorpio? But this is, so the Phoenix talks about in that process of rising from the ashes there is a need to accept things like realistically as they are, in order to start releasing that weight to be burned into ash so that you can move into lightness. Fairness comes through too. So for some of you, like I said, it's kind of flopped. Some of you have had things done to you. Some of you have done things to others. It may be a combination of both. Either way, like Lapis Excelsis is talking about here, there's a need to see and embrace both sides equally in order for a true perspective, or as true a perspective as we can have as human beings. So Eight of Pentacles is what comes through here, to clarify. Eight of Pentacles is hard work. It's your passion that you put towards work. I feel like I want some clarification on that too, actually. Five of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck here, feeling abandoned or out in the cold. Why Eight of Pentacles here, please, Spirit? Something about passion. Why Eight of Pentacles? You want 12, okay. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Prince of Wands. So Prince of Wands is the like Knight of Wands. Passion. This is passion. Wands is passion. That's what I was feeling coming through here. It's like the passion that you put into your work. This is affecting your passion. Okay. This is affecting your ability to feel. Okay. This is affecting your ability to feel true passion towards what it is that you're doing. You're stuck in a space of pain. The Prince of Wands, or like Knight of Wands, this is spontaneity. It is trying again. There's an encouragement here to try again, or to try for the first time for some of you, to start working through this. Let's move forward. Anything else here for Scorpio, please, Spirit? Overcoming obstacles, get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations. So Knight of Wands, like Prince of Wands, is my get back up on your horse and try again card. Past life connection at the bottom of the deck here. Someone with heavy influence from past life is with you. I feel very strongly that it is, I mean, a lot of times things are relationships, but like a romantic relationship for a lot of you. Either an abusive relationship, something that caused a lot of pain. And sometimes in abusive relationships too, or maybe more often than I am aware, I don't know who keeps track of these statistics, but there are situations where, like, if we're being abused, and I've been on that side of it too. I've been in a relationship where I was being abused and also abusing as well, because that's what I was taught, raised as. Like, I'll be the first to open up here, you guys. Nobody's perfect. In light there's dark, and dark there's light. Especially if we have been programmed to be a certain way. That is not our fault, but it is our fault if we don't change it. There comes a time, though, where something has to be illuminated to you so that you can be aware of it to change it. And that's what I feel like is going on for you guys right now. Like, as an example, what I discovered in my second marriage, that was terrible, terribly toxic, learned a lot. But that was the first time I discovered that I was capable of gaslighting as well. He would gaslight me, and I would do the same thing back. But it took a second for me to recognize that I was even doing that. You guys, you're capable of doing that too. And for some of you, or a lot of you, not saying just gaslighting specifically, but I can guarantee you, unless you're perfectly aware, unless you have been looking at both sides here and embracing both sides, your light and your dark, you are doing similar things. We're human. We're part light and we're part shadow. So that's kind of what I feel like the message is coming down to here, is just we're getting to a point of being honest with ourselves about that. It's not about judgment at all. It's about getting healthier. It's about becoming healthier. It's about doing shadow work. It's about getting power from what has been taking power away from us. Okay. So what is the good news? The good news for you guys here: 5 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. So both of these cards actually talk about improving something. 7 of Pentacles here is like honing skills, getting better at something, evaluating if something's working for you or not. So I feel like this is a period for you guys where there is evaluation going on. Maybe evaluation has been going on, which is why the Phoenix is starting to rise here. You guys are getting to a point where this energy is available to you. This doesn't just, bust through your window. What's up, Scorpio? We're going to rise like a Phoenix right now. You guys have to do some work. You have to do the work, but this is available for you right now. Ascension is available for you. The lizard is encouraging you to hone into subtle details. So that's, as an example in this relationship, that was really difficult for me. I don't even remember what it was that made me aware, but just like something hit me all of a sudden, like, oh my God, I was totally just gaslighting him right there. And I can't, now that I see that, I can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? And that was wonderful because it allowed me to, number one, get real with myself. I am a human, but it allowed me to change that. It allowed me to start working on those components that were, dumped on me from childhood that made me do those sorts of things. Okay. And guaranteed you guys are in similar, we've all went through childhood. We all have parents that were absolutely not perfect, right? Nobody makes it through childhood unscathed. So we're just checking this out. That's all. 5 of Wands is leveling up is the component that comes through for me here. They're all like struggling to get up these wands to this light. That's what you guys are doing too. Deep down underneath everything, no matter where you are on the scale, you're feeling this pain, but you're wanting to level up to the light. This is the good news for you here. So I see that you guys are honing skills. You're learning in this period. You are going to be learning better skills to work through this, maybe to see both sides of things that you haven't been seeing and to level yourself up. Kind of tempering that competitive attitude is what I feel. 10 of Cups at the bottom here too. So for some of you, this is having to do with family. Any more information for Scorpio and the good news, please, Spirit? Move on. You got it. You got it. So here we have your obstacle. Okay. Your obstacle hidden influence and then obstacle. So hidden influence is Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords here is pursuing truth. It's a search for truth here. The shadow side of the Queen of Swords is being heartless, okay? Being a snow bitch. An ice queen is what I was trying to find. Thanks, Mercury retrograde. Being a snow bitch, okay? Whatever works for you. Take which one works for you, okay? But being the hidden influence here, this is what is driving this energy for you. This is what's bringing this forward. Maybe you're in a place, or you have been in a place where you are pursuing truth. Maybe your inner child has been asking you to look for this truth. Maybe you have just been searching for this truth. You know that something is feeling off, but you're just not sure what's going on. There is a need to look at both sides of something and to embrace the reality of the other side too, because success comes through the opposites coming together. It's not saying that you need to abandon yourself in any way. It's saying that it's really important to acknowledge that there are two sides to one coin, is what I'm getting from that, okay? Any other information here for the Queen of Swords for Scorpio? Queen of Swords. I love it when that happens. Okay, so hit the nail on the head is what that's saying to me. You guys are pursuing truth. Or there is this wave as well, the universal wave, a divine wave of truth that's coming forward that is pushing you forward on this. There's a need for you guys to open up to the truth, but you're being cautioned to not be a snow bitch. God, I'm sorry, you guys. It makes me laugh. To not be an ice queen, okay? It's really important to not shut off the emotions that you need to work yourself through this, okay? Like if you are stuck in, what is coming through is like petulance, and that's not all of you. I don't feel like all of you are in that space. Like, I could never do anything wrong. That's the attitude that's coming through to me, okay, guys? And that certainly does not apply to everybody. And again, you may not even be watching this channel if that is you. There's just a caution to not shut your heart off, okay? Because you are in a place of pain. You still need, like, don't totally shut yourself off from your heart. Don't shut others off from your heart. You need that in order to see and embrace the other side. Like, you may be seeing the other side, but you need to embrace it with your heart. Any other info here for Scorpio, please? Denial, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions. So as the hidden influence here, that's what's going on. You may be obsession, focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. Whatever has happened that's caused this pain, whoever did it, this abuse of power, that's keeping you chained here, there is a component about it where something has become inflated, is what I'm getting. The story is not really being looked at accurately. And that is, we all do that, you guys. It's not possible to have a perfect memory. All of our brains do that. We have a lens, first of all, so it's already tainted, whatever has happened, by our own experience. Not gaslighting, okay? Like, we're still owning an experience. If you felt a certain way, that's all valid and all of that. I'm just saying this is logistics here. And as time goes on too, it's really, really easy to program the brain, like false memories. We already know this too. People can do that to you through abuse. You can do that to yourself. If you continue to tell yourself enough times the way something that has happened, you may start to believe your own bullshit. And that's not everybody, but that's what's coming through, denial and obsession. You're being encouraged to watch that. Like the lizard is saying, pay attention to the subtle signs, okay? Pay attention to your dreams. Because the truth is coming through your dreams, is what I'm feeling. So your obstacle, the hangman, surprise. Surprise, surprise. And the Queen of Swords here too was sitting in this position, so she's pointing to the hangman here. This was what came through in meditation for me, seeing that the hangman. You need to have a desire to change your perspective. No matter where you are on the scale, I feel like. Just opening yourself up, surrender comes from this too. Surrendering to the idea that it's impossible for you to know everything about the situations. You know your own personal experience and how that felt emotionally and how that's affected you. There is a call right now for some reason to open up to what's going on multiple sides. This doesn't mean you need to reach out to somebody who, you know, may have abused power or anything like that. It's emotionally, okay? Because I feel like the Phoenix is saying, in order for the Phoenix to rise here through those chakras, there is energy that's blocked in your chakras. I feel like sacral, your solar plexus, root, absolutely. These are all blocked because of a lack of openness to the truth. Let's get some more information on that. Any more info here for Scorpio on the Hangman? Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is this exciting animated impulse to start something. What I'm getting from this is, what I feel is like, okay, so Phoenix energy is available to you. Like I said, it's not busting your door down, but it's available to you. Get excited about that, you guys. Get excited about that. That's part of the obstacle here. Getting excited again about your healing. Maybe you've been stuck in a very low vibration over your own healing process. Healing, although is very difficult, can be painful. Yep, you're going through a lot of heavy shit. It is an exciting thing. You're rising. You're sloughing off skin like the lizard. You're sloughing off rough skin. Try to get excited about what the future looks like for you when you have started to release this weight, okay? Try to imagine that in manifestations. That's what I'm getting from the Page of Wands. You're missing this exciting animated impulse to start. Any other information here for Scorpio in the obstacle? What's this one here? Resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma, which is, yeah, that's your obstacle right now. That's what we're talking about. I feel there's this need to like forgive too. Forgive does not mean allowing somebody back into your life. It does not allow somebody access to your energy again. That's not what this is talking about. Forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of whoever. The abuse of power here is what I'm talking about. That may be where you're stuck. It doesn't mean it was right at all, okay? But there's a need to like, maybe that's a component of the other side that you're needing to see and embrace. No matter what has, it could be absolutely foul, you guys. I'm not saying that whatever has happened from the other side, or possibly even what you've done, may be like acceptable. But what's coming through is realizing that this other individual is also human is important right now. Meditate on that, okay, you guys? So outcome here. This is, and I've been taking this as kind of a diverted path. So 3 of Wands in one, and then the Moon in the other. Right off the bat here, what I feel with 3 of Wands is you're making progress. Bring that energy into a healthy place and moving forward because of that. Starting to, like you're waiting for your wave to come in here to ride that wave properly. You're more balanced now, having that balance on that surfboard because you are looking at both sides of it. What I'm seeing is like having vision out of only one eye. So not being able to have that depth perception where you are now, but in seeing and embracing both sides of something gives you this depth perception. Now you can surf. It's a lot easier for you guys to surf. The other side here is the Moon. Hidden emotions, deep, dark fear. In this card, particularly, the Moon has strings like a marionette attached to these two individuals. And I feel like that is you continuing to be controlled by your hidden dark emotions, by your fears. So judgments come through. Judgments are our fears. What it is that we judge is connected to something that we fear. So I'm very much feeling this cyclic relationship, whatever this abusive power was that's attached to that for you guys. There's a need to approach that, to start looking at that. So one path, I see you guys starting to ride the waves. The other, I feel you're continuing to be trapped and controlled by your emotions and your fears. Any other info for 3 of Wands here, please, Spirit? No. The Moon. Knight of Pentacles. So the component I get from this is the Knight of Pentacles is the only one with no motion, that has no movement. There's a call to move. You need to move. Being stuck, you guys. Being stuck in place here because of your emotions. Any other info on this deck here, please, for 3 of Wands? And please like I said, this is not a judgment call at all. I have been in places like this too. And I am certainly not perfect, and I still work through things similar to this. So please know, like, from the bottom of my heart, I am absolutely trying to help you guys. So the two that came out here, final advice, is retreat, time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations. Yes. Like the lizard says, tapping into those subtle messages that are coming through. And success, it's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. So that action of pouring your heart, what you're pouring your heart into is the full truth right now. There's opening up your heart. Maybe you're really afraid, and maybe you need to like face that, okay? Whatever this abuse of power was, you guys, try to get to the bottom of the truth of what happened there. And there are, like I said, there's a range from you may have been absolutely taken advantage of and it wasn't your fault, but maybe you are taking on more fault than you needed, to, yes, maybe something was your fault and you were the one abusing power and you're blaming others and you need to own that, okay? And the whole scale, all right? I love you so much, Scorpio. I hope that you have a wonderful end of your year here, and Happy New Year, happy holiday season. I will see you guys next year. I have your monthlies coming out and your yearlies here soon, okay? See you soon. Bye.